What's going on? What's going on? Live on Rich Jones' Facebook page, live on 810 News Media Group, Facebook and YouTube. Rich Jones is here, Flint Voices, with our No One Will Send Us to Death podcast. Man, Mick, I got some good news. A little bit of more pressure been put on me going into this Saturday. I'm hosting let me just read it to y'all. I'm hosting a forum for us behind the wall, State of Michigan Second Chance Initiative Town Hall Zoom meet. Attention to all prison reform organizations and groups. Please come and join me this Saturday at 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. I will be putting the Zoom information out as this show goes on, as it comes to me. It's still getting ready to come to me. Um, I have invited LaRosa Patrick, a person that I appreciate because she try to help people find jobs, and she also helps on inmates that has coming home. She also don't uh, provide any difference between them. She helped those people find jobs just as well as she helped people without a record. And she has a Building Youth program, and I'm going to have her on there. I have reached out to Jewel Jones. I think he's going to be on there. He's a state rep out of Detroit, and another lady that is running for state rep, Sherry. I have reached out to her. I just sent her the information about 10 minutes ago. I think she's going to partake in that also. So it's going to be a very interesting day. And it's leading up to conversations that will end on June the 15th. We'll take a new bend. We gotta go take the next step after June the 15th. But on June the 15th, there will be a No One Will Send It to Death rally on the Capitol stairs in Lansing, Michigan. This Saturday, I will be posting a P.O. box to where anybody that cannot attend on June the 15th, whatever your situation is, whatever your complaint is, you can write a letter and put it in that box, and it will be handed to the officials in Lansing on June the 15th. It's serious now. It's just a time for everybody to get together, and instead of pushing one issue, because there's a lot of flaws that's going on in our correctional facilities in Michigan. It's a lot of flaws all over. You got different cases and different prisons all over the state. And instead of just constantly fighting all of them as one, I mean, as individuals, that's just come and one day that's just, bring awareness to all of these. It's a lot of organizations like Us Behind the Walls, the U.S. Behind the Walls. That's an organization. You got a couple women groups that's advocating for the women in Huron Lakes prison. You got different people advocating for different prisoners and different male prisoners around the state of Michigan. So this is a chance for all of those people to come together and raise their voice and get heard at once. That's all. That's all it is. Um, my overall goal, when it's all said and done, is to put it on paper. It's election season. It's time out for Jonathan is June the 15th, and it's in Lansing. And Jonathan, hit me up on Messenger. Put your number in there, because I know you like to support stuff like this. If you want to come on this podcast one Tuesday, put your number in there. Let's talk, man. Let's get you on here. Jonathan is a stand-up against injustices guy. I met him standing up. Travels all over the world fighting shouting, marching, getting hit with rubber bombs, losing friends, everything. Salute, Jay. Salute, baby. Salute, 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 salute. We need way more people like you. Way more people like you. Man, I look forward to having you. Like I said, man, go on, hit me up. I look forward to having you come on here. And especially if you got something going on. Let me pull something else up here because there's going to be another rally at the women's prison, and it's coming up, and I want to say the 14th of April, but I want to be sure. So let's be sure on that one. Where you at, Miss L? Okay, they don't have that, but they're going to have a candlelight visual in April for the cruel and humane deaths that took place inside of that woman's prison. So I'm going to have more information for y'all on that next Tuesday for sure. And that this next Tuesday will be the first Tuesday in April, and I will be doing some live. It's going to be before next Tuesday, so I'm going to keep y'all posted. I appreciate you too, John. What up, Denise? Yeah, this is a thing. My pet peeve and my problem with the correctional facilities handling of the COVID, that brought me to an alert that I see that a lot of people want to just act like it's not happening, like it didn't happen, like it ain't happening, you know? And that is social distancing is not being used in these prisons. It can't be. I done had many of ex-prisoners tell me it can't be done. Horror stories about how they transferring infected, putting them in with the non-infected. People don't know what the sanitation problems and different. It's just a lot going on. But when I talk to the powers that be, my answers were that it would be too much money to open up prisons. I want everybody to always remember this when it comes to the coronavirus and prisons. The coronavirus did not start in our correctional facilities. It did not start in our nursing home. I always got to bring up the nursing homes and the correctional facilities because those, when it comes to whatever complications that they had to this pandemic, these 3 years of hell, whatever complications that they had was brought to them. Coronavirus was not created in the prisons. It was not created in the nursing homes. But yet the nursing homes and the prisons has been attacked by the coronavirus. And that must always be remembered. That must never be forgotten. That must always be spoken on. And that must always be an important factor if anybody tries to decide to make any legal moves. That must always be remembered. Now, I want to say this again, because there's going to be a lot of people that speaking out for good time and good sense. You got to qualify to be on that list of good time and good sense. I'm quite sure some of these people that have done horrific things that have no conscience, they're not on that list. And from what I'm hearing from the parole committee, how that is picked and who's on that and all that stuff, guys like that are not getting back out on the street. And if they do, I'm going to get with y'all to stand up and say put them back behind bars. If they don't belong out on the street, I'm not fighting for them to get out on the street. But if they belong out on the street, I'm fighting for them to get put back out on the street. A lot of people been locked up for petty crimes for a lot of time, and they need to be sent home. So I do stand behind it because of that. I don't stand behind it because I feel that everybody know. I'm never going to say that. I'm never going to agree with that. I'm never going to do, but I do believe in fairness and justice. They believe in pump face. You're right, Jonathan. They believe in pump face second chances. But I believe in real second chances. And I believe that legislation needs to be passed to promote this. And I'm willing to get out there and produce it. I mean, I'm a rookie, but I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to try. I'm willing to fail. I'm willing to do whatever I got to do. I'm willing to create groups. I'm willing to join groups. Because after June the 15th, well, before June the 15th, the pen and paper committee need to be formed from this. See, marching and everything is good. It brings awareness and all that, but pen and paper bring changes. As in petitions. If sometimes you got to go that route. As in what we're going to be doing, taking a whole bunch of letters at one time. It all depends. But paper action, capitalized sentences, you got to put some paper behind it. Got to put some paper. So, I mean, we can stand up for it, but then we got to get ready after June the 15th. Going into June the 15th, we already want to have plans on what kind of paperwork we finna put out there. And then after June the 15th, we need to go into that. I'm hoping by June the 15th, we get enough people thinking about the same thing. Write legislation to change the same thing. We got to come together and get different legislation together and present it and put it out there and get the people behind it. Man, it gotta be at least 20, 30 groups of at least 10 people that's fighting for some kind of prison reform. That's at least 200 of us. Heck no, we might have to follow her campaign promises. And that's something else that needs to be changed. Far as the time that stuff reaches her desk and she signs it. Hold on, y'all. All right. As far as when something reaches her desk and she signs it, that time needs to be shortened. The time that it takes to get from the parole board to her, that time needs to be shortened. The process that the parole board takes to make their decision up, that needs to be shortened, and the members of the parole board needs to be changed. We need a fairer parole board. How is you gonna lock somebody up and then say they've been rehabilitated? We got to put somebody on there that's going to realize that these people have done what they've done and they have behaved like they're supposed to, and they deserve a second chance. instead of these attitudes that we having on when it comes to these parole board hearings. We need changes, but we got to put these changes in writing and demand them. And just like they say, the lottery is going to help the public schools, and we see how much money these public schools is lacking and how well the lottery is doing. So we not only got to put it in writing, but we got to put action behind it and make sure that it happens. We got to put action in it to making sure that it happens. And I'm here for y'all. This podcast is here for y'all. We're doing this for y'all. We're not doing this for us. This is for anybody that has a problem. Lift your voice, join in. Let's all do this together. I'm trying to get musicians that make music about injustices. I'm preparing to go into the studio, do a couple songs my own self. Yeah, I'm gonna bust a rhyme or two on June the 15th, or at least play my song. I don't know, but it's time. It's time. I mean, we around here talking about certain things is getting old. This is getting old. I'm gonna just break it down to my city. I had a couple phone conversations today. Everything ain't all that good in Genesee County either. I'm gonna be bringing up a couple people that have negative things to say about Genesee County. I'm gonna give them a voice. But if anybody from Genesee County, because they do have that Unite and Night program, and I like it. And I do see that some of these complaints that this person will come on and probably bring up, I can bear witness that Sheriff Swanson is working on. But just because he's working on something, don't mean we can't discuss why he got to work on it. How did it get to the point to where these people have complaints about the Genesee County Jail, and he got to work on making certain corrections? Talk about it. Well, don't forget this Saturday at 1 to 3 p.m. I'll be coming back with all of the Zoom information, typing it in for y'all. Let me see if I can, because I don't got my glasses on. And y'all know them emails be tiny. They put a lot of information on these flyers. Yeah, this one won't even, oh, they let me blow it up. Let me see if they put the Zoom on here. Yep. RSVP at usbtw.org. RS or call toll free 800-1-800-627-9001 between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. just to get I guess that's gonna give you the Zoom link and stuff. So yeah, y'all hit that up. Y'all need to go and call that number, get tuned in with that now. Yeah, go and call in and get in tune with that number now, so we can get on. John, I definitely want you to tune in, man, and join in with the conversation. I'll probably put you down as one of the panelists because, like I said, you are very active, and I appreciate all you do. I appreciate everybody that came on and listened to me. Mickey, 810 News Media, y'all know I love y'all. Thank you for everything. Peace out, y'all. I'm going to let y'all go.